Hey everyone, it's EpilepsyBlogger. This is my VNS question and answer number 4. And this question comes from Sarah. And if you guys haven't watched the previous videos, like I said in all my other videos, watch them first because it'll give you a better idea of what I'm talking about. This question is basically how has the VNS changed you and your body and your seizures? So this is a pretty complex question, so it's the only one I'm going to answer in this video. As far as me, I'm guessing you're talking about, or me and my body, I'm guessing you're talking about physical appearance and my voice and things like that. For one, I can no longer sing a song. I used to have a really beautiful singing voice, and I'm very proud of that, and I'll boast about that. I'll be honest. I'll be like, oh, I used to have this pretty voice, because I did. I had a really pretty singing voice. My whole family does. And I no longer do. I can't sing. It's very raspy. I would sing for you guys right now, but I have a cold and my throat really hurts. So that will have to happen later on in my channel somewhere. But stay tuned for that. I'll do it for you guys if you guys really want me to. And my throat, it feels weird when I'm singing, and so basically what happens is, okay, so a song comes on the radio and I want to sing, I'll start singing, and for a short period of time I can sing somewhat, but it is still very raspy, like I mentioned. But as soon as the device powers on, because it goes on and off and on and off basically, as soon as it powers on, I cannot sing anymore, and it becomes very crackly. Maybe my voice won't come out at all, things like that. It depends on, the pitch and the notes that they're singing and all that. And I'm not really into, I was never really in choir, so I don't know what all that, the technical terms of that is, but it depends on the song and how if it's a really high pitched or really low pitched. I can't really sing much of anything, actually. I mean, I can sing and mess around, but it's not going to be like your regular voices, I will tell you that. And there may be some songs where you'll sing and it'll come out like you're breathing instead of singing. So, and this is after about 1.5 years, so I never really got that back, and my doctor kind of straight up told me that it's not going to happen. So that's something you need to deal with, and that is a big factor, especially if you are someone who is in choir, if singing is a part of your career, part of your life. That is something to think about, because yes, you can train your voice to a point to where you can sing a little bit. Like, I've tried to train my voice a little bit, so I can sing somewhat, like I said, but it's never fully come back. Also, my voice is significantly different than it used to be. It is more masculine, it's more deep, it's deeper, it's more raspy, as you guys can probably hear right now. My voice before was a lot like a little girl, not a little girl, but it had that girly kind of touch to it. And when the device turns on, you kind of feel like you're choking a little bit from time to time, and it's not a scary thing, because like I said in my last video, you get used to it, and it doesn't hurt or anything, but it does feel kind of like everything's tensing up in there, and yeah, you can hear it right now, probably, it's on. And you'll have to clear your throat, stuff like that. And my voice is significantly different. It never really changed back much at all, and I could even basically, even after the surgery, I noticed, like when I went home, I noticed, because it's not that the device is on and changing your voice, it is on, it's because that little, there's that coil, it's in your vagus nerve, and it's right next to your vocal cords, so even if it wasn't on, your voice is still going to be a little different, so it's something you got to deal with. There were people who have said that their voice, their speaking voice, does come back, but for instance, if you have seen the Cyberonics DVDs that they give you before you go through with the surgery. There is a man who is a preacher, and he will actually hold the magnet over his chest so that he can preach every day and speak clearly, because I guess his device causes him to have to stop and clear his throat often. So that may be something that you go through. It differs from person to person depending on the placement. Everyone is different inside. Obviously we're all the same, but we're different slightly. So and as far as my body, in other, like, my external, I guess you're talking about scars and stuff like that. This scar was quite long when I first got it. It was like about that long right there. It did shorten up, and the color is changing back to my regular skin color slowly. I do use vitamin E oil, and I did use some scar treatment cream for a little while. It is very expensive though, so I decided whatever. And I am very proud of my scars now. I did try to hide them for a really long time, and I have like an entire wall of necklaces over there, and I was buying necklaces as soon as I got out of surgery. I bought tons of necklaces just so nobody would see the scars. I was really ashamed of them, and I thought they were so ugly, but now I kind of see them as something really cool, and it kind of shows where I've been in life, and I kind of like respect them because being on my skin. I'm not sure if you guys can relate with that, but it shows where I've been in life, and I see that as something, it's a very meaningful thing to me. So I don't hide them anymore, and I used to avoid wearing anything, like any shirts that weren't t-shirts, or any, especially this scar right here is very long and very large, and I don't know why it doesn't show up on camera, and I would try to show you, but it's really close to my breast area, so I'm not going to flash you guys, but wearing spaghetti straps and stuff like that, you could easily see it, and I wouldn't wear them for a really long time, but now I just don't care, and I've gone back to my strapless dresses and my little spaghetti straps, and every now and then and stuff like that, and I don't care anymore. And I like to show them, so that may be different for you depending on how you feel about your body. Differs from person to person. One thing that does upset me a little bit is, and this is more personal, and this is a little bit, females, maybe males will have problems with this as well. Actually, you know what, I did talk to one man who has this problem, and he wasn't a professional bodybuilder, but he was, he liked to build his muscles, and so for me the issue is when they cut into this area, they kind of cut into your breast tissue a little bit, and that breast hangs significantly lower than the other one, and it does bother me because if I'm not wearing a very padded bra, or if I'm wearing like a really thin shirt, you can definitely tell the difference, and that kind of, or like a bathing suit, or trying to think of other types of clothing that I have to pick out specially. Anything that basically shows the shape, I have to really pick them out carefully because you can see very easily, especially dresses that are really thin, like sundresses. You can definitely tell the difference in size from one to the other, and it also does look more full than the other one, and I noticed that right after the surgery, and it never really changed. And the man that I spoke to,